Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sorry I can't smile or say hi properly because of all the things on my face. But I'm bringing you guys this look today. It's an anti-Valentine's Day look and it was inspired by this girl on Instagram called View Creates, and I really enjoyed creating this look. It challenged me. It took me a total of 6 hours to create and it challenged me, and I just had fun basically. So if you like to see how to turn yourself to a rose sticking beautiful girl, please keep on watching. Tell me that this smoky eyes is not popping though, this burgundy smoky eyes and the lips without all this whole gra. It's going to look bomb for a date night, so you can still learn a thing or two. And um if you like to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. So guys, I'm starting off this look with my brows as usual. um I used a liquid lipstick to fill in my brows today. I wanted it to be kind of burgundy, even though it didn't really show up. I probably should not have used the brown pencil first. Maybe it would have showed up more, but it didn't really show burgundy how I wanted it. But I used a burgundy lipstick and I'm defining my brows with concealer. The steps to this look are pretty easy, so I think the best thing would just be to watch me and follow through what I'm doing. I'm doing brows regularly. I use foundation for the top part and concealer for the bottom part. So what I'm doing here is kind of checking where I want the rose to kind of pierce my nose from. So you have to like measure these things and do sketches and see how you like it. So that's what I did. Then I got a point where I knew my rose was going to be inserted on, and then that is where I started to do my rose from. So these are the roses. They're really so pretty. I almost didn't want to hurt them for this look, and they were fresh. Like, see how pretty they look. Oh my god. So I just measured again to make sure that it was where I wanted it before cutting. This is very important if you're trying to recreate this look. So I just cut it at that point and I made sure it was slanted so that I was able to lay on my face a bit more easily. So I cut it slanted facing towards my face, if that makes any sense at all. So you just see me here. If you can see the tip now, it's pointy, so I'm just going to place it there, and then I'm going to use liquid latex to hold it in place. Liquid latex, this is the brand I'm using, and this is the brand of fake blood in case I forget to show it later. So basically with any FX look you have to use liquid latex, and that's like a key ingredient. So I'm just going to use this kind of stick this rose. I don't think this rose would have stuck on my face by any other glue or means. I'm telling you guys, this thing stayed put. Even if I wanted to carry it throughout the whole day, if I was having a Halloween party or something, it will stay. So I just put it there and then use blow dry. The trick is you put it on the object you want to stick to your face, and then you put it on your face, the part of the face you want to stick it to as well, then you blow dry it. It will stay. Can you see how it has stayed put? This rose head was so heavy, it couldn't have stayed there on its own. So next I'm checking for the part that goes through my nose. I'm also measuring that as well, and then I'll cut it and keep it aside for now. I've gone ahead to cover the top with cotton wool, so when I put it into my nose it doesn't itch me or scratch me. So that's why I covered the top of that stem. So this is how the rose will look once I'm done, once I'm done with the look. But I just took off that other part from the nose for now. I'm going to go ahead and try, and this look I was winging it as I was going. I was inspired by View Creates, but I didn't want to create her look exactly, so I was like, coming up with the look as I was going along. So I was trying to figure out, that's why I was drawing those white holes on my those white circles on my chest. I wanted to see if flowers would come through there, or I was just trying to figure out stuff, guys, and I didn't want to take out this part, so you know how it's like trial and error. So I've cleaned it off now because I realized I didn't want holes there anymore. I'm still going to put an injury like you saw in the beginning of the look, but for now I'm just going to go ahead and like just sketch out that place and like use latex. I use latex to stick on pretty much everything on this look. Latex is your best friend. I realized this quite late, but it's your best friend, honestly. So I've decided to have a wound on my chest, and I'm just going to go ahead and line it with latex so that when I use the modeling wax, this wax too is very hard to work with. So once I use the modeling wax over that latex, it will stay put and not really slip off. I'm coating my fingertips with Vaseline to make working with the wax way easier. So I'm just taking out the wax now on my hand. It's like it's my skin color already, so it makes my work a bit easier, if that makes sense, because I was not about to take a lot of time on creating the wound there. This takes a while to smoothen out, but once you do it, it gives you the look very lovely and makes it look very natural. I'm using that to also coat the latex on my nose, covering the rose, so you see how it's making that nose part look more like skin. Latex will be just white and rough, but this one you can mold it and smoothen it and, you know, just basically be a potter with it and make it into whatever form or shape you want. But it's just very weak, much weaker than latex, so you have to be very careful. So I just did that, took my time, molded it. This whole look took me about 6 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So just know that these snippets are just like short snippets from my long ass video. So if you're trying for this look, just dedicate time, just be ready to take time. What I'm doing now is to take a bit of my spoon to lift off the edges from the inside to look like my skin was peeling out, you know, from the inside. So that's what I'm doing there. And then I decided to stick in, you know, those budding roses, the part that was budding, I just stick it on my face as well. For my eyeshadow, I was not about to waste time on eyes as well. So I did a very like sharp smoky eyes. I used my James Charles palette. I think I showed you guys, or if I didn't, I'm sorry. I used that palette, the red and the black, just very simple. I didn't fast forward this, so this was how fast I was going. Tap 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 tap, and I was done. That was how fast I was moving. I didn't fast forward this part at all. So it just basically red, brown. I wanted like a burgundy smoky eye, so red, black, and then I put the red again on top of the black. So that is what gave me that smoky burgundy look, because the red on its own is not dark enough. I'm just blending out the edges now, and I'm making sure that, you know, everything is blended. I'm using this glitter from Tracy Bella. It's a burgundy glitter, and it went perfectly with this eye look, guys. I'm just going to tap that on the eyes, and that will be it for the eyes for now. I'll move on to the face, do my foundation off camera, highlight. Okay, I'll show you guys what I used to highlight. I used my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but it was not bright enough for me. Was it my Too Faced or my Tarte? I really can't remember what concealer I was using here. I think it's Tarte. Then I had to go in with my Maybelline concealer to make it a bit more brighter. So that, because I realized I initially didn't want to use foundation for this look, but I realized I wanted to now make it more glam. So that's why I was doing this. I gently blended everything out, like you can see. Trust me, I was really in a very chill mood when I was doing this look. I couldn't even be bothered. Like, I was playing a lot of music and just contouring my face and doing weird stuff to myself. Guys, this is currently 2:59 a.m. on Valentine's Day. So if someone didn't tell you guys that, okay, Lydia loves you, this is proof that I love you. So yeah. Well, the look is pretty much almost done. I just used red blush from that Juvia's Place palette, that red eyeshadow, to put on my cheeks. I really like how we brought the look together, because I felt like my cheeks were kind of left out. I'm using that James Charles palette to just shade this look. Like I said, it's pretty explanatory. I'm just using the brownish and muddy shades in those palettes to shade my wound areas to make it look a bit more realistic. So you see the way it was looking flat before I started putting these bruises and all of this. So you see how the way it's looking more like realistic kind of situation, even though I don't have a single wound on my face or on my neck. So I'm going to shade in that wound on my neck with black first, to kind of give the edges depth and to make it look more realistic. You're going to be hearing a lot of more realistic, but hey, you have to accept it the way it is. So I'm going to be using black first, then I'm going to be going in with red in the middle, you know, just to help with the whole illusion thing. I'm using my flash pan. I'm going to show you guys in a bit. If I've not already shown you guys, I think I have shown you guys, but I'm going to be using my flash pan, and I'm putting the red in the middle. So yeah, just make sure you take your time to blend this, because I realized I was covering my I was using this my small mirror to cover the wound and the shading most of the time. But can you see how good that wound on my neck looks now? Like, I now decided to, contour my neck with the brown and burgundy shade, so that my neck is not, because I felt like my neck was too clean for the face and the chest. So I went ahead to just put some muddy shades there as well, to make the whole look kind of come together. um this look, I don't think you really, once you just get the concept and you're able to have patience, I think it's easy to achieve. In case you want to try it out for not Valentine's, in case you want to try it out for Halloween, or just to be creative, um just take your time, and I feel it's really easy to follow through, especially with this tutorial. So what I'm doing now is mixing my gel blood. So I make my gel blood myself, and I just mix it. I'm just going to show you guys the consistency, because you don't want the blood too runny. Yeah, so you don't want the blood too runny. You just want it thick enough for what you want to use it for. So I've made that myself. You can see how it looks like yummy. So I'm going to just use a cotton board or a Q-tip to just fill in those wound areas, the roses on my chest, the wound on my chest, my nose where the flower pierces my nose, where the flower is coming out, just places that will realistically have blood if I were to be injured and all of that. So that gel blood is it's kind of mimicking like a coagulated blood. Yeah, so I made that myself. So I use that there, and basically just take your time. At this point, it's very easy to overdo it with blood. Like, I can just pour blood all over my face. It's very easy to do that, but it will take away from the look a lot. So you make sure you want to apply realistic blood, if that makes sense. I'm going to do my lips now. I'm still using that same Younger Beauty lipstick I use for my brows. It's the shade Ivana, I think, from them. So I realized it was too light red for me, so I went in and lined it with black to make it a bit more vampy and to suit my look more. I initially didn't want to do lipstick, but I found out that this lipstick made it look even more bomb. So lipstick, we decided to go with it. So I'm just taking my time to apply that, and then next I'm using a spoon to apply blood gently to those wounds, so it flows out realistically. So I'm just putting this, I use the spoon to put the blood. You can see how it's flowing out. So I wanted it to have that realistic flow from there. So even on my nose as well, I didn't want my nose to have too much blood, guys. Even though technically, if a rose should have been stabbed through, man, there would have been a lot of blood, but I didn't want it to have so much. I'm just gently placing it the way I want. So now what I'm doing is just to paint that stem with blood, because if it passes through my nose, it has to come out with blood, right? It won't be all clean and green and fresh. So I just, painted it with blood, and I passed it. See how I coated the top with cotton wool, so it doesn't hurt my nose when it's inside. So I just put it in, and then voila, look is done. I decided to take out that part and quickly fix my lashes and do some finishing touches to my eyes, and then fix bottom lashes. And then once I was done, I put it back on, and that is the finished look. Like, I know it looks like it took just a short moment of time, but it took a lot of time, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is my second Valentine's Day look for 2019, sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't bring out more looks. Things didn't go as planned. So that completes the tutorial. I hope you learned something. You can do this look for Halloween or for I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys this look. So wherever I want to rock it to church, to the party, to the dinner, feel free. It's a free world. Thank you guys for watching up until this point, and I'm going to see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye. Oh, nasty. Yeah, blood actually irritates me. I know it's weird to say. These roses, they're so pretty and they're alive. Gosh. Oh, thank you. Oh, I think some of my eyebrow has gone with this. This beautiful rose. So pretty. Roses are so beautiful. Can you see how fine it is? I'm going to take off this latex. Maybe I'll do one rose skincare with this, like crush it and put inside soap or something. I can't let it go to waste. There's still some left. So, bye guys.